Vancouver's breaking news, traffic, and weather station.
There's a celebration in Delta tonight, but it's not in just one spot, as people across the city are being asked to turn on their Christmas lights beginning at 7. Delta Mayor George Harvey says unlike North Vancouver last month, there is no debate about lights in his city.
I don't like to criticize my fellow mayors or councils. They have their own issues, of course, and we do here in Delta, but I just thought, during the pandemic, we got to be doing things to brighten people's lives up like we're trying to do.
The District of North Vancouver had thought about making it mandatory to turn off their Christmas lights at 11 at night, but council shot down that idea.
Sounds like it's getting a bit busier at the tunnel. In 60 seconds, we'll bring you traffic and weather together on the ones.
It's 3:10.
This is News 1130.
Need indoor storage for your RV, boat, cars, or business? My Garage Hope is now selling and leasing units at their brand new state-of-the-art facility, conveniently located just before all major highway junctions. Heated 19 by 55-foot units, 24/7 video surveillance, RV dump and fill stations, plus a 65-foot wash bay with catwalks to keep those toys clean. Why rent storage space when you can own an appreciating storage asset? MyGarageHope.com.
Welcome to the neighborhood. DoorDash is like having every neighborhood in your hand, with all your local faves right at your fingertips. Get $0 delivery fees for your first month. DoorDash. Delicious, delivered. Minimum order of $10. Terms apply.
Drain Master is your trenchless expert, specializing in water line, sewer line, and drain tile repairs without digging a trench. Call Drain Master Plumbers at 604-739-2000. DrainMasterTrenchless.com. DrainMasterTrenchless.com.
It's 3:11 to the traffic center. We go back to Matt Coppin. Oh, Tim, we're still seeing the volume of the major routes picking up for the afternoon. Southbound of the Mass Tunnel, not too bad. The counterflow is due any time now. You're just slow from north to Steveston Highway. You're going to find the Alex Fraser actually in pretty decent shape still as well. Highway 1, there's the volume starting to pick up in the Burnaby Lake stretch east of Willingdon, and again a pocket right around east of North Road towards Brunette. So, in fact, might be a problem there. Any updates on Highway 1 eastbound, make sure to give me a call. Hands-free, please, to star 1130. North Shore, Ironworkers southbound, already slow between about top of the cut between Lynn Valley and Mountain Highway, with Main Street backing up towards Low Level Road on the approach. Road work causing a big tie-up here in Richmond at number 3 Road at Blundell. Crews are paving all afternoon, and you're going to find also crews are working in Burnaby, eastbound on Kingsway at Nelson, and you're down to a single lane. That is backed up all the way past Metrotown, about halfway towards Willingdon right now. If you were to come across any other problems, give me a call and keep it hands-free, please, to star 1130. Traffic for Carlton Cards. 2020 has reminded us that relationships matter. Connections make us stronger, and we're all in this together. Share extra merry this holiday season with a card, available at London Drugs and Save on Foods. Now from the News 1130 Weather Center, well, first today it is sunny, high to 8. Clear through the overnight, it'll drop down to a low of 0, and then for Wednesday we'll have fog in the morning, then sunshine the rest of the day, and a high of 8 tomorrow. It is now 7 at the airport, 8 in the valley, downtown sunny at 7 degrees.
We are the only Vancouver radio station with traffic and weather together for you every 10 minutes on the ones, and traffic alerts to help get you there on time. Well, Yukon's top doctor says the elf on the shelf, a Christmas character who tells Santa which children have been naughty or nice, will be allowed into the Yukon despite travel restrictions requiring a 14-day quarantine for anyone entering the territory. Dr. Brendan Hanley says the elf wants to be sure everyone is doing their best to slow the spread of COVID-19.
Keep an eye out for that shelf elf. We'll be watching how long you're washing your hands for and what else you are doing. Stay safe.
UC's top doctor previously saying Santa has immunity and will be allowed in homes this year despite the pandemic. Well, when will the NHL finally face off? There has been some talk about New Year's Day. Our Adam Forsyth is tracking that may not exactly happen. We'll have more in sports just ahead, and also the hour's headlines 1 minute from now.
So, how did you sleep last night? Not great? Again? Ditch the tossing and turning for some better sleep with Sleep Great from Healthology. Sleep Great helps speed up the time it takes to fall asleep, and is used in herbal medicine as a sleep aid to temporarily promote relaxation. Sleep Great can be found at your local health food store, or visit myhealthology.ca for more information. This product may not be right for you. Always read and follow the label.
I'm Dr. Pollock of Pollock Clinics. These days, there are many unknowns, so the last thing you need is more surprises. Our no scalpel, no needle vasectomy has helped more than 40,000 BC couples eliminate the cost and uncertainty associated with unplanned pregnancy. It's quick, virtually painless, and we can see you within just days of booking your appointments. Book your no scalpel, no needle vasectomy today at paulaclinics.com.
This is All News Radio, News 1130.
Beautiful blue sky, 6 degrees in Vancouver. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Tim James, and here's what's making news right now. A car has pretty much gone overboard at the BC Ferries terminal in Tawasin. One person has been rushed away in bad shape. If you're itching to cross the border to buy gas, Peace Arch will likely stay closed for much longer. Justin Trudeau hinting today about a lengthy timeline. And still to come, if you think you're paying too much for condo insurance, you might like what the province has planned. It's 3:15, time now for sports, and from Sportsnet 650, the home of the Canucks, here's Adam Forsyth.
It's moving slower than they would like, but progress is getting made as the NHL and its players work towards setting a start date for next season. The target of New Year's Day's opening face-off seems like a long shot at this point. The players on the return to play committee chatted today as they work to resolve the biggest outstanding issues standing in their way. A deal with the NHL on finances and a safety plan with COVID cases spiking across North America. While it's far from completed, there is optimism the season could begin by mid-January or at the worst early February. The length of the schedule and division formats have not yet been announced. On the gridiron, the Broncos are getting their quarterbacks back. Drew Lock, Brett Rippon, and Blake Bortles have been activated off the COVID list and will be allowed to practice tomorrow. The trio were sidelined after not wearing masks and being in contact with a teammate who tested positive. Coach Vic Fangio is waiting to hear from the league if there'll be any punishment for the players.
I'm not going to comment anymore on that. I mean, the league has their hands full with all this stuff, and I think they think they're doing the best they can, and, you know, we live with their decisions.
Meanwhile, the extended Week 12 of the NFL season will close out tomorrow with the Ravens up against the Steelers, assuming more positive COVID tests do not pop up. Well, the hardwood NBA's training camps open next week, but the Warriors' start will be delayed after 2 players tested positive for COVID-19. And on the bench, Toronto FC's announced coach Greg Vanney has stepped down after leading the team to the playoffs in 5 of the last 6 years. Sports at 15 to 45 past every hour, or online anytime at sportsnet.ca/650.
3:17 now on News 1130. We're at 6 degrees in downtown Vancouver. Sunset this afternoon is at 4:17, so 1 hour from now. Well, a man is in critical condition. This after a car apparently sped through a cement wall after getting off the Coastal Renaissance at the Tawasin BC Ferries terminal this afternoon. First responders getting there shortly after 12:30. Deb Marshall with BC Ferries says the car dropped about 30 feet onto its roof into a holding area.
No other injuries to passengers or crew were reported, and certainly there's going to be a full investigation into this incident to determine why it happened.
She says there was a slight delay to get the next ferry out, but everything is now back on track. BC's new finance minister says insurers in BC have agreed to end a practice, and apparently this practice helps contribute to skyrocketing condo insurance rates. Selena Robinson says they've agreed to end what's now known as best terms pricing, and they want to end this by the 1st of January. It developed when multiple people would each agree to submit their own bid to carry a portion of the total risk related to insuring a strata property, but the final premium paid by strata owners would usually be based on the highest of those bids, even if the majority of quotes were lower. An interim report from the BC Financial Services Authority says as many as 94% of strata properties paid more because of this method. With growing COVID-19 case and death toll numbers in Canada, people aren't feeling good about the future, according to a new poll. Pollster Mario Conseco with Research Co. says more than 60% of the people they spoke to feel the worst is actually yet to come.
Definitely a big change when you're looking into the way people expected things to go back in September. I think there was definitely a situation where many residents thought that the vaccines were going to get here quicker, that the situation was going to be resolved, and we weren't having the same level of cases that we're seeing, particularly in the four most populous provinces that we are right now. So that definitely makes a lot of Canadians think, well, we thought this was behind us, but the situation is not getting any better.
Yes, 4 in 5 people also say they wear a mask every time they go out. That is up a bit from September.
To North Vancouver now.
And what these people are going through, that's the motivation to getting up the next morning.
That's the message from Hank Brennan, known to many as Santa Hank on the North Shore. For 12 years, he's been collecting bottles and cans throughout the community, and the proceeds go toward gift cards for the most vulnerable. Brennan is hoping to continue that legacy, but to keep things going, he must replace his sleigh, a 22-year-old van with more than 400,000 kilometers on it.
I've come to a point where I needed something larger anyway because of the amount of recycling I'm picking up. I'm kind of doing double trips now where I'm getting halfway through a route and then having to come back to my sorting facility.
He's aiming to raise $60,000 to buy Christmas Eve and purchase a Ford Transit 250. Brennan says the Transit will allow him to transport significantly more cans and more bottles so he can help more people. 60 seconds from now, we'll bring you traffic and weather together on the ones, including the 5-day forecast. A pretty nice day today. Will the sun continue into tomorrow? Details when we check that 5-day outlook. Up next.
From smartphones to smart speakers and your trusty radio.
News 1130 is everywhere you are with breaking news, traffic, and weather.
This is News 1130. Hi, Shaman here with Hope Street Property Management. Do you own a rental property? I'll tell you, it seems like everybody knows somebody who's had a nightmare experience with their tenants. But at Hope Street, our networks will help you rent your home to great corporate and executive level tenants that you just don't have to worry about. Check out hopestreet.ca to learn more or for your free online executive rental evaluation.
Ask yourself, where are you now, and where will you be in 5 years? First home, or is your firstborn graduating from UBC, launching your own business, or cruising in your new car? What does life beyond banking mean to you?
Your plans for tomorrow start with a simple chat today. Discover your smart money score with GNF. Learn more at gfsg.com. GNF Financial Group. Life beyond banking.
It's 3:21 to the traffic center. We go back-to-back Coffin. Yeah, Tim, the volume is starting to pick up for the major routes. Not crazy yet, but it's getting heavier with more details in the Massey Tunnel and the News 1130 Air Patrol. Darren Grieve.
Yeah, southbound there. Just waiting for that counterflow to go in, but you're back to just about Blundell, so it is fairly slow, but that'll ease off here in the next few minutes. And northbound still looks pretty good. Eastbound 91 connector over towards the Alex Fraser Bridge. Seeing no significant backups there. Looks good through the S-curve. Southbound across the bridge to Delta in good shape. And northbound 91A for the Queensboro, starting to back, but not quite towards House. So looking pretty good so far, Matt.
No, Highway 1, as you go through the Burnaby Lake stretch, eastbound, the pockets start off around 1st Avenue, say to east of Gallardi. Just volume as far as I'm aware, no problems. The North Shore getting heavier from almost Lonsdale straight down the cut, with Main Street back to low-level road. We're seeing volume on northbound Taylor Way at Inglewood. Northbound, you're back almost to Marine Drive on the approach to the upper levels, while southbound looks fine down towards Park Royal. And then eastbound, also a pocket of volume on the upper levels between about Taylor Way and just east of Capilano Road. That looks to be just volume. Now, if you see any other problems, give me a call to star 1130. Cyber Days are on now at marks.com. Until December 2nd, save up to 70% online or receive a free shipping on all orders. Shop now at marks.com. Now from the News 1130 Weather Center, 5-day forecast. It's sunny today with a high to 8, clear tonight, low to 0, and then Wednesday, morning fog and sun with a high to 8. It's mainly cloudy for Thursday with a high to 9, little change for Friday, a mix of sun and cloud, high to 10, and then Saturday will be cloudy, increasing in the afternoon, windy as well Saturday, but still a high of 11. It's 7 at the airport, 8 in the valley, downtown sunny at 7 degrees. Traffic and weather for Craftsman Collision. Want to breathe easier? Craftsman Collision's Dry Pure treatment fights to protect your vehicle's interior from germs and viruses for up to 6 months. Just $49 with repair until January 1st.
News 1130. Listen on the go with the Radio Player Canada app.
Download now on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store.
Breaking news, traffic, and weather.
No matter where you are.
With the Radio Player Canada app. And News 1130.
3:23 now on News 1130. My name's Tim James. Thank you so much for joining us on your Tuesday afternoon.
And now a minute with Bill Good on News 1130. Brought to you by CapitalDirect.ca.
The COVID-19 pandemic is making life hard for all of us. It's being
hitting especially hard on opposition politicians. Just ask Andrew Wilkinson, who had to step down as BC Liberal leader when, by going along with John Horgan's attempts to defeat the virus, wound up in Mr. Wilkinson's defeat at the polls. Now Aaron O'Toole is taking a different tack. The federal Conservative leader is constantly criticizing Prime Minister Trudeau for his attempts to lead the country through this unparalleled time. His latest attack suggesting Mr. Trudeau has put us at the back of the line for vaccines. Now, no vaccine has been fully approved yet, not to mention made available and delivered. Part of the criticism is that Canada can't produce the kind of vaccine required domestically. And it turns out it was a Conservative government that caused that to be in a wave of privatizations back in the Mulroney administration. But then the head of vaccine maker Moderna refuted the claim, saying Canada's not at the back of the line. In fact, by contracting to Moderna before a vaccine had been approved, moved Canada well up the line. I don't know about you, but I'm encouraged to know that a vaccine is in sight. I also wonder if that shot in the arm we're all waiting for will be the shot in the arm the Prime Minister uses to call an election to emulate John Horgan's success at a majority government. It's my opinion. I'm Bill Good, and you're listening to News 1130.
In business news, the Canadian dollar up today. We'll let you know all of the market numbers just ahead when we check business news in 1 minute.